Hey guys, so here's my question. Is a $40 mechanical keyboard worth your time and money? Well, the short answer would be, it depends on what features it has, but what if I told you this was the best entry-level mechanical keyboard you can buy on the market today? And you say, well, I'm down for that. Well, this
is the Redragon Kumara. That's right, it's only $40.
feels like it's worth a lot more, to be completely honest. Now, if you're not familiar with some of the properties of these mechanical keyboards, it's okay. I'm going to go through them really quickly. First of all, we have Cherry MX Reds, which have a really low actuation force and can be mostly repeated very quickly and very quietly.
And they've actually become a really popular choice in gaming. This is how the Switch looks. So moving on, we have Cherry MX Brown switches.
These are the non-clicky ones. You will not hear pretty much anything when you're using browns. They're mostly for the feel and everything. They're a pretty good middle of the road, kind of like the normal membrane keyboards, but much better feeling. Different actuation forces. You don't have to go all the way down, and it's a good middle ground for gaming and typing and just general keyboard use.
So this is what the Switch looks like in brown, not much different from red. Anyway.
Now, Cherry MX Blacks are really not that common, but they're super stiff and super clicky.
Yeah, Cherry MX Blacks aren't used that often, but I decided to throw it in this video. But this is also what they look like, not much different, you can't really see anything. Moving on.
So the ones we're going to go over today are the Cherry MX Blues, mainly because they're for typists and stuff like that, but the Redragon Kumara actually has replicas of these, and we'll get into that more later, but first I have to go over what the Cherry MX Blues actually are. These switches are actually the clicky switches, and you'll hear that more in the review, but they're very clicky, and they have a distinct noise and a distinct actuation force.
They're a bit harder to double tap, but this is basically what the switches look like. Again, not much has changed.
The switches on the Redragon Kumara are called Ultimo Blue switches.
The difference between Cherry and Ultimo switches are very slight, and the main being that Ultimos were made cheaper and sacrificed somewhere, but really, I've never really noticed. Honestly, I can't tell the difference, and I have used both Cherry MX and Ultimo switches, and I can't say I prefer one over the other.
That is why I'm saying this is one of the best keyboards I've ever used. It definitely compares to a $70 mechanical keyboard, like full-on mechanical keyboard.
It's not only a great feeling keyboard, but it looks ridiculously cool. It has a great font, and it's quite aesthetically pleasing, and when you walk into a room in the dark, it's like one of the coolest things ever. The other cool thing that comes in the box is the key remover. If this is your first time purchasing a mechanical keyboard that has removable keys, likelihood of you having one of these things lying around your house is pretty minimal, so it's a nice addition.
Taking off the keycaps is really easy. You just push down, snap, and then of course hold the keyboard down, and you can remove the keycap.
Replacing the keycaps is something I have not done, so I really can't comment on that. But the ones that come in the box are great and should serve me well for years to come without getting washed out or worn down.
Now that's not to say that this keyboard doesn't have some flaws. I would have loved to see RGB lighting on this thing. Fully programmable keys, but you really can't get that with this kind of price. What you could get with this price is the full-on number pad. It is entirely missing from this purchase. I guess it can still be justified by the price, but to be completely honest, it's still a missing feature. It's still a little bit of a con. But enough of the cons, Terry. Let's hear it. Okay, fine. Here's a sound test. Very satisfying.
So, who should pick up this keyboard? Well, those typists that like the feeling of Cherry MX Blues and want a cool, stylish keyboard to type on that's satisfying to click for $40, this is the keyboard for you. It does have a few problems, but it doesn't take that much away from the design or the striking style of the keyboard or even the feel of it. But I think the overall design of this keyboard is awesome, and it's a fantastic value for the money. I've been using this as my daily driver for weeks now, and this has been the best experience I've ever had typing. I actually look forward to writing scripts and videos now. That wasn't the case before. But I honestly love this keyboard, and it's highly recommended.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.